Hey, welcome back to the shop, friends. You've seen me work on this saw a few times. On the last video, you saw me working on the fuel mix. This thing was just bogging down, and come to find out it was because he was using true fuel. And it was just because this true fuel had condensation in it. I tested it at a later time, and I found quite a bit of liquid in the bottom of this true fuel. And it's because... But now what I noticed was this thing is pumping out oil right here. So let's start it up and see if we can see what's going on. Down the back side of here when we rev it up. So something is not allowing that oil. Something, friends, is not allowing this oil to get back down here on this bar and chain. This chain has got a little bit of oil on it for the most part. It's all coming out the top of the chain guard and running down the bottom back side and across the top side here too. So we're going to find out what's going on with this saw. Now, he didn't say that this was a problem. I think he got mainly concerned with why it was bogging out and what was going on there. So we're going to take this apart real quick. We're going to see what's going on. It's getting plenty of oil on the inside, you can tell. Let's wipe it out, see what we got here. Oh yeah, this thing is oily all over on the outside. I want to clean this off. I think the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and back this off. Let's take a look on the inside. Let's clean it. You got to make sure everything is not plugged up. Something was pumping oil out the top of this cover. Have you ever run into that problem? Tell me if you have. Leave in your comments what you found out as we investigate what's going on here. This thing has oil all over. It's definitely, the oiler is definitely working. But there is a reason this is pumping oil out the top. Now maybe this plate has come loose where your oiler is at. Maybe that's what's pumping it out the top. So hang tight. Let's see what we can find out. This thing has definitely made a mess. All right. This, like we said, this appears to be a little bit loose. I'm going to clean the dirt away from it before I tighten it up because I don't want none of that dirt to get down in there. You always want to make sure, just take your time, look and see what you got. Now we saw that this thing might be a little bit loose. We're seeing some air gap between here and here. Matter of fact, I can see a big gap there, and that's probably where it was pumping oil out because it was coming out around here, right in this area, and then running down. But you want to clean this all up right here, because if you don't, and there is air gap right here, you're going to get dirt and debris in between the case, and it's always going to leak. And then plus, it's going to cause premature wear as well. So we just want to take our time, clean up the area, We'll go from there. Let's just see. Okay, I think that's going to be okay. So let's see what we got. All right, start back here. Look at that. That thing's pretty loose. Let's tighten it up. Okay, let's do this one. Let's see if this is loose. Oh, look at that. So at some point, this thing has worked its way loose. It's probably a full turn out. And we're going to tighten it up. It looks to be that may have taken care of it. Let me look at it one more time here. Let me show you what we're looking at. This area right here, there was a gap between here. And these two screws right here were loose and was letting oil pump out the top. So we cleaned it up and we was able to get about a full round tightening on these before they ever come up and butted up. So I think we're going to be okay. Well, let's put it back together. All right. This bar's got plenty of oil on it, that's for sure. All right, friends, when you put your chain on there, make sure you put the teeth going the proper way. As you can see in that direction right there. I can't tell you how many times a customer has brought me a chain and it was on backwards. Go ahead and loosen this off just a little bit further. Apologize for the lighting. They're working on the power. The power company is working on the lines, and they said we might experience a few power outages, and I'm suspecting that's what it is. Let's go ahead and tighten this up just a little. And then I'll put the case on there. For some reason, this thing does not want to stay on there very good. It's like trying to work its way off. Yeah, this MS290 took the place of the 029, and these are probably, those two saws, the 029 and the MS290 is probably one of the most used saws on farms and ranches today. That's the reason they call it a Farm Boss. This particular one actually says Farm Boss right here on the case. All right, that thing was really loose. You know, I grew up, the 029 came around after I had already got out of college and moved off, but I cut wood for a living. That's how we made our money as a teenager. And I grew up with the Poulins, and you can see the old Chainsaw Massacre Poulin sitting back here in the back. And the old home lights over here in the corner, the 55 Pro Mac, I used that. And that's pretty much what I used. We didn't have Stihls, and at the time Stihls cost quite a bit of money. And but I did get me a 029 Farm Boss, as I'll show you here, which is the older brother of this MS290. Basically all they did was, as you can tell, this is a 029 with the O in front of the 290. They basically took the EMS, put the O at the back instead of at the front. So this is a MS-290 instead of being an O-29. And they're about 1 cc difference according to the specs. 55 cc, 56 cc on the MS-290. But I've had this saw here since probably the late 90s. And it's still, matter of fact, I haven't started up in a long time. Let's see if it'll start. And runs it. Okay, back to our MS-290 here. These were made to the early 2000, around 2001, 2002, in that neighborhood. Give or take a year or two. And so let's see if it'll run. And if you remember, we had oil running down right here. Let's start this. And I'm not seeing any oil run down, so I think we fixed it. Take a look right here. No oil running off the top, and before we'd already had oil running down here. And I don't see any oil. So friends, what I think it was this plate inside here. These screws were out about a full turn, so I think we took care of that. Hey, I appreciate you watching today. If you would, please subscribe, like, share this content out. We got a lot more videos coming your way. Hey, and remember, love God and love your neighbor.